Io mi chiamo Antonio, vivo à Ras Al Khaimah et sono uno chef italiano. Moi, je veux dire aussi un grand bonjour à tous les amis français parce que je parle aussi français et je veux dire aussi hola a todos los amigos español, quien hablan español, porque yo también hablo español, y todos los latinos que viven en Ras Al Khaimah en los Emiratos. My name is Antonio and I'm a private chef and I'm living in Ras Al Khaimah and I can be even your private chef, but this depends to you. My first contact in UAE, it was in 2021. Actually, I was working in England and I got contacted from a person that have a restaurant in Ajman. And then I came in Ajman and I worked in that restaurant. After I finished the contract with the restaurant, I got contacted from another restaurant and I came in Ras Al Khaimah. And actually, I like Ras Al Khaimah. It's quiet, it's nice. You have green, you have everything. I mean, it's not chaotic or this kind of things. Actually, I'm like sports, so I'm going to gym when I have time. Normally 3-4 times a week, even 5. I would like to be more. But what I really would like to do is to play martial arts. Actually, I was playing judo when I was in Italy. So I make 8 years of competition, and I would like to start again to make martial arts. I don't care, jiu-jitsu, whatever, because I really like. So going to gym is quite boring, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm going walking sometimes. So this is normally what I'm doing, and the majority of the time this is my prior hobby. But I like also play video games. So sometimes I play video games. Ras Al Khaimah in the future have a bright future because you see they are going to build a casino. They are going to build so many hotels, and they are going to bring in the UAE, in Ras Al Khaimah, so many chefs. Like it was Nobu that should come to open his restaurant here. So it's a good opportunity even to people who like to work here and to discover, and also people who like to increase their career. Because when the hotel will open, they will bring a lot of competent staff, I guess. So also the opportunity regarding the real estate, there are a lot of apartments that are going to be built, and I mean I cannot even say if I see Ras Al Khaimah like a second Dubai. This is only the time will tell us the truth, but it's a good start. I mean, it's very nice. Here as profession, I'm a private chef, so it means that I'm going to the customer house, I tailor a menu, and I bring my food, I bring my items, I cook for them, for their family, and after I clean the setup, everything, and after I come back. But this is a short version of what I'm doing actually, because there are a very long explanation behind. So before to be a private chef, I was a normal chef. I mean, I was working in a restaurant, as I told you, and then I discovered that I mean, when I was starting my career, so it was 16 years ago, so I was 16 years old, and I was starting to work in a little restaurant in my town, in my hometown, and then I've been there working and developing my skills. I was also making the school of hotellerie school. So in that period when I was working and I was making the school, something was starting to burn inside. So it's difficult because you don't really know when something is yours. I mean, until you don't feel. It's like when you fall in love, you know. When you fall in love, you don't know why you fall in love. Just because you are in love and you love that person. So this was the same things. So the reason why I understood that this profession, I mean that I like to make this more than a profession, more than a passion, is because when I was not doing, I start to miss to do this. So I was start to trying to thinking how I have to plate, how I have to cook some things, I was thinking in my mind how I have to organize the service, even when I was young, when I was just a commie. So after years of working, there was a lot of things going on. So I changed restaurant after I finished my school, after I go in different country. And then while I'm here, the reason why I really decide to work in direct contact with the client, with the guest, because I like to call them guests, not client. For me, even if I go to their house, for me they are my guests. So it's because I like to be in a relation one-to-one. So it's better like this because you are in direct contact with your guests. You know what they like, you know what they feel, you know how they feel. It's different from a restaurant and is different from even a Michelin star restaurant, because you are not mechanical. I mean, you are work with so much creativity. Your guest is choosing the menu, and you are involving the guest to try. For example, if I have some new menu, I can say to the guest, look, let's try this one, it's nice, I have this product, I have these things, you want to try? He can say me, yes, make me try, I would like to try this one. So it's nice. I mean, for me, it's quite, how can I say, when it's stimulating. I mean, it stimulates my creativity. My giving back to society is when I'm developing something for my guest, and it's much more than food, no, because you are thinking you are just eating food and you are filling your stomach. It's not really like that. Actually, a kind example is that when you are talking with somebody, when you are discussing with somebody, for example, would like to eat some specific things that cannot find anyway, some specific flavor, and you combine this flavor and you make this person fulfill from, maybe he have memories about this flavor from his childhood, and you are recreate this flavor, for example, in a cake, in a dessert, in a main course. So this is something for me to give back to the community. I mean, for my little point of view. For me, I like to call like every problem has solutions. So normally the confidentiality and the fact that you are in a secure place is a way to solve a problem. For example, if you have some guest that would like to give something unique to her wife. Actually, it's happening to me. I think Monday. Yeah. I was working for a birthday. It was a couple, so she was making her 30 years old, and the boyfriend would like to please her girlfriend, making a private lunch. So then I coming to fix this issue, if you can say issue, but it's not even an issue. So they were enjoying what they were eating. They were looking each other, they were feeling more in love, I think, because it was the sensation that I felt. And this is a way to fix a problem, to find a solution to a problem that it's quite nice anyway to find. For example, it was another story about, it was always a birthday, but it was for a mother. And this person, the daughter of this person, give me the task to make the dinner for them. In that event, it was 14 persons. So there were also kids on the side. So I even create a menu for kids. So there was two menus actually. There was a menu for the adults and the menu for the kids. So that way was to solve a problem. There it was like, if I can say, a problem, not a big problem, but it was an issue in the situation, because you had kids from a side that eating separate, and the adults that were eating with them. So it was two different menus and two different solutions. So they were eating a meat menu, and the kids they were having a kids menu. So they were really small kids, like 7-6 years old. So you need also to find something fun, some fun food, not boring food, not complex taste, but delicious. So this is challenging, this is nice. And that was really nice event. I got a lot of fun. The most important thing is that every time that I make an event is for me that is really funny. I mean, I really have fun. Like I'm enjoying it. Like when you are looking some show from, I don't know, from a stand-up comedian and you laugh. This is my sensation. So I really feel full of joy when I'm accomplished my job. But actually, I have a unique menu. This in one version is an Italian fine dining menu. So this menu is think to bring out all the flavor of Italy, of my region also, of Sicily, and to bring also the combination of all the countries that I work at. I mean, I work in European country, so I learn how to make different kitchen, and then is a combination of flavor and a combination of culture. So this menu is reporting that culture. So it's a 7-course. So it's a heavy, not heavy because it's not heavy, but it's a long menu. So you need to enjoy. You take your time. You sit and you enjoy course by course. And this menu is made for these things. So I would like that the guest is enjoying what is having in the table and is tasting. This is my my unique product. I mean, I'm working on it. I'm thinking how to perfection every time and how to add something or to improve something inside it. Actually, I have also other menus. So was my my diamond, you know, my coming from my heart. So this is something tailored, something that I propose if somebody wants. But otherwise, I have an Italian menu and a classic menu, a fusion menu, even a menu that, for example, I can work even with a menu that is not literally Italian. For example, I mix French cuisine. Last time when I was making the birthday for this person, I were preparing the duck, for example. So this is something that I know how to do and I'm doing. I like even how to go a little bit out of my comfort zone. That it can be the Italian kitchen, so preparing the fresh pasta or risotto, but even more like tenderloin or this. I'm going a little bit out of this and I'm trying to discover other fish, other cut of meat. So this also I'm doing, and because I like, so I'm doing actually what I'm liking and what the guests like. If the guests say to me if I can perform a Japanese cuisine, I can, because I like Japanese cuisine. So I'm into Japanese cuisine, Japanese culture, so I like to perform also this cuisine. The pasta, I do it by myself, for example, and it's coming from a standard pasta preparation. I mean, coming from eggs and flour and water, and the rest is how you create the pasta. So the pasta is made fresh. So every time that I make pasta, I make fresh. Spaghetti, tagliatelle, ravioli is fresh, and even gnocchi, for example, is made fresh. So for these things, after you have different preparation. For example, I like to make ravioli. Ravioli is nice because you can fill whatever you want. You can put the shape that you like, and and that's it. So for me, the way how I learned the pasta, it was a way as I perfected the technique. Because in the beginning I was making one type of pasta. After I see that this type of pasta was not was not what I would like, so I changed. So I decrease some ingredient, and after it become a very good pasta, a very good fresh pasta, and it's really enjoyable. Actually, what I recommend to newcomers is to follow the Wow Rack pages and to see the website, because they have a lot of interesting activities. So any suggestion, any things you would like to do, you can see in Wow Rack. For example, one time I was looking to make something interesting, to make something interesting, and I discovered the zip line that is in Ras Al Khaimah through the website of Wow Rack. So they have things that they are really inside, so they can show you what you can do in Ras Al Khaimah, and there are a lot of activities to do, and there are a lot of things to discover, a lot of people to meet. So this is my advice.